Just reflecting on the program or the journey that we took from Melbourne and now here in Samoa. We see that it's very, very important, and it added more value and make impact in our lives. We have developed our NAP, National Adaptation Plan, and it has been launched last year. And it's a phased approach. We're looking at the 4 sectors. One of the 4 sectors is health, so our second phase is to roll out the sectoral health national adaptation plan. And then the pipeline project is looking at the sub-national adaptation plan. So how we connect this agenda down to the communities. We have other thematic areas to see, like agriculture and forestry and other sectors, but we see that we need to unpack, to be realistic, and start to implement some of the actions areas in health. With the knowledge and the skills that we gain from the program, it made a big impact in the work that we are doing. We are thankful for the leadership that PCCC, with their partners, taking the leadership in the region and also in the Pacific as well.
This community of practice has really enabled me to build capacity in terms of understanding, fully realizing the impacts of climate change on health and well-being. For Samoa, we have established a climate change and health unit in 2016. We can therefore look at adaptation strategies that are very practical for our country. And we've heard from the experts here at SPREP and in Melbourne the importance of these publications so that we can become more prominent in the climate negotiation space. Whaftai lava to the SPREP, PCCC and the University of Melbourne for this wonderful opportunity that's contributed to my professional development.
This fellowship program really had a significant impact in the area of work I do in the FSM, Department of Climate Change, because it allows me to look through our national adaptation plan as we are in the process of implementation to see the gaps in the health space and how we can fill in these gaps. It also gives me the opportunity to push the advocacy of incorporating health work in the climate change space, and not only through the Department of Health or the Department of Climate Change, but also down to the community level. So it really plays a huge impact for me in the area of my work. Kailangan to PCCC and to the University of Melbourne for this great opportunity.
Fellowship was a very fruitful one from the 6 weeks in University of Melbourne. We had finance, we had governance, legislators, energy, people from medicine, hospital, and then architects and cities, and even education. That was a very fruitful 6 weeks for me. For the work that I'm doing, it really adds a value to it, especially because I work with girls and youths of the country, and I see that it's very important to understand the challenges that they are going through within the communities. I, as a knowledge broker, can be able to send these messages to the community or to the youths so they can understand the impacts that they will have with the continuous impact of climate change. I would like to say thank you to PCCC, University of Melbourne, SPREP, Australia Government for the opportunity to be able to join this fellowship that not only brings value to my career, but also to the country as a whole. Thank you so much.
I really learned a lot from Uni Melbourne during my 6 weeks in Australia. We're facing a lot of drought and high tide. We work with Pacific Island friends and partners so we can work together to safeguard our small island nation. Kumaldada, and I want to acknowledge PCC staff and Uni Melbourne staff.
It's a very good the opportunity actually to better understanding the things that is going on now on climate change and health. That's a very critical issue, and Kiribati is also being affected by the climate change. But most people are not believing in that climate change is not affecting our health, and of course, it's affecting our health, but in most cases, indirectly. Thanks you guys, the PCCC, Melbourne University, SPREP, for everything, for all the knowledge and skill, all the opportunities we have gained in this fellowship. Can invest in Dabari for all your time.
This fellowship program is really important for me. Like, it's a program that can support countries like us, especially the vulnerable countries in terms of climate change, supporting the countries in how to develop a platform that can support the idea on how to integrate these two sectors, the climate change and health sector. Like us in Tuvalu, there are really no clear guidelines that can be integrate these two sectors. So I think this fellowship program is really helpful because there are lots of informations and knowledge we learn from this fellowship at Whakawhetailasi.